Hey, Holly, how are you? Hey, Holly, how are you today?
Sorry, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good, okay. Nice to meet you virtually.
Yes, of course.
All right. Appreciate you making the effort.
Yeah, no. It's a little hot outside anyway, so I'd rather be in the air conditioner at the moment.
Good for you. Good for you. Well, we should have the teams and several of the mentors, as well as a few people from ECU that are going to say a few things to kick us off.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, Dr. Van Scott. How are you?
How's that?
Yeah, much better. Good to see
I'm
you.
good, thank you.
All right. Well, we'll see how my technical skills are at running this Zoom meeting. It's going to be interesting.
I have faith in you.
Okay, I'm glad you do. I just hope I sent out the right invitation. It's more than just the three of us.
Looks pretty good.
Okay.
You know it's up and running. That's the first step.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Dr. Van Scott, where are you located today?
Down on the Pungo River,
Oh, okay, great.
out in Bellhaven.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Hey, Marco, how are you? Marco is one of our interns at student at ECU who's going to be helping us.
Hi there, nice to meet you all.
Hey, Marco.
Hey, Marco,
Hey.
how are you?
Doing well, and you?
I might have, some people are saying that the Zoom link they clicked on didn't work. So let me,
Oh.
let's see.
They could always type in the number, the meeting number access in Zoom and access it that way. That was sent in your
Yeah,
email.
hopefully they'll do that. Let's see here. Okay. Well, I guess people are finding it, so that's good.
Michael Van Scott, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you, Mark. How are you? Good to
Good.
see a smiling face.
Yeah, you too. You at home or you in the office?
Now we're down at Bellhaven.
Okay.
I'll be back in the office tomorrow. I got some labs to review and tour tomorrow.
So you still can do research with COVID, huh?
We've kept our research operation up. We're probably at about 50% capacity, which is pretty good. I think all of our federally funded projects continue to go forward.
Good.
Yeah, it's been pretty good for us so far.
It's a tough time right now.
So we,
Just to let you know, Dennis, I could only be on till about 10:30.
okay. Appreciate it. People are still coming in, so I'm going to give it just another couple minutes and then we'll get started. Glad everyone was able to find the link. Sorry about that confusion there, Marcus. Okay, well, I am expecting a few more people, but well, let's see here. Okay, so I'll keep paying attention to that, but why don't we get started? Thank you all very much for coming today. We have a mixture of participants, mentors, and ECU staff and executives. So I wanted to just introduce myself to everybody. I'm Dennis Trotz. I'm the director of Accelerate Rural, and you'll be meeting several people from our team, including Brady Hillhouse, who's on here, and is my good man, good assistant, who none of this could be done without his help. We're going to start off with a few words from Mike Van Scott, Dr. Van Scott, who is the Vice Chancellor for Research, Economic Development, and Engagement at ECU. So Mike, I'll hand it off to you.
Thanks, Dennis. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Dennis, thanks so much for putting this program together. I'm not sure that you and your team there could have envisioned, when you started thinking about it, could have envisioned where we would be at this time in our history. But what a timely topic, right? I mean, all of you investors and entrepreneurs that are on the line, you've been thinking about this for a long time. The importance of a virtual presence, digital presence, and how important that's going to be for businesses to succeed. Well, we see it now, don't we? We've got businesses that have that strong presence that are thriving, and we've got others that don't, that are failing. So thank you very much for your insights, for your willingness to share your time and your expertise with everyone here online today. For those businesses that are with us, thank you for establishing your businesses in Eastern North Carolina. You know that we've got tremendous beauty and natural resources in this part of the state, but we need a vibrant economy to support our citizens. And you're part of that. And thank you for being here. And I thank you for taking part in this program to figure out how to strengthen your businesses and make them more successful through this period of time. So welcome. And Dennis, let's get on with the program.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Dr. Van Scott. Really appreciate your support. I have Michael Harris, who is the head of the Miller School of Entrepreneurship. Michael, I don't know if you can hear this, but if you would like to say a couple of words, you'd be welcome.
Absolutely. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is well. I see some familiar faces. It's extremely exciting. Those who know me know I love to talk about the Miller School and the CRISP Center, and I love to tell the story. So I'm going to try to keep it short, but just some history. So the Accelerate program is new, but it's actually a part of the CRISP Small Business Resource Center, which used to be the Small Business Institute. And you may not know this, but that's an institute that was first started in 1974. So ECU has been involved in serving the small business community since 1974, so almost 50 years. This is something that's very important. For the last 3 years in particular, we have been driving around the East and just trying to spread the word on the value of small business and entrepreneurship as a viable economic development strategy, especially in the East. So I'm very excited to have you here. Look, like I say, I see some familiar faces, and it's an exciting time, and any help along the way, we are glad to help. Enjoy the experience. But my only challenge is make sure that you stay involved in the process. I know that life is hectic. Things are a bit strange in the world, but I really believe that small business owners and its entrepreneurs who will help us survive the COVID situation and to come out stronger on the other side. So embrace the opportunity and have fun. I tell every class I've ever taught for the past 25 years that it's my job to challenge you and to push you, but it's also your job to accept the challenge and to have fun, embrace the opportunity and enjoy yourself. So enjoy the ride, and it's a pleasure to have you a part of the Miller School of Entrepreneurship. Go Pirates.
All right. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate your comments. I don't know if Paul Schwager is on. It says that he's joining. I don't know if he's on yet or not. Paul, are you around? Well, we'll catch up with Paul. He's the dean of the College of Business. Let's see if yeah, he's apparently having some trouble connecting. So if he's able to connect, we'll have him say a few words as well. So thank you very much for coming today. This is an unusual situation, as the speakers have been alluding to. With this online only, we originally anticipated that this class would be mostly in person with some online attributes, but as it's worked out, it looks like it's going to be all online. So what I'm going to do is got one more person to introduce you to, assuming he can join. I'm not sure. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to introduce David Mayo, who is the director of the Chris Small Business Center and one of the professors in the Miller School of Entrepreneurship. Hey, David, we've heard from Mike and Mike, and now it's your turn.
Great, thanks. It just signed in for me. Hey, well, welcome
Okay.
everyone. We're so great to have you with us today. I'll take you back to how this got started. The first time that I thought about a rural accelerator, I was down in Austin, Texas, and I was visiting an accelerator program they had there for gaming, and I started thinking about it. And, you know, we really could use an accelerator, but we don't need to accelerate these high growth tech startups. What we need is to strengthen our small business community that we have. And that's the focus of the Chris Small Business Resource Center. We want to make sure we're growing and sustaining our small businesses in Eastern North Carolina and making you successful. So fast forward about a year, and we were applying for a grant through the CRISP Center to support the pilot program that you're in today. And we want to think about how can we teach innovative and entrepreneurship principles to small businesses to help them access global markets through e-commerce and through targeting their marketing services. So we were awarded an NC IDEA grant to do just that. And we were able to bring Dennis Trotz on board to run the program as director. And he has done an incredible job and set up an incredible mentor network for you to work with. And I think this is going to be one of the most valuable experiences of each of your lives, and certainly for your businesses. And I'm so excited that you can join us and be a part of this program. So thank you to Dennis and to the team, and looking forward to hearing your progress throughout the next 10 weeks.
Hey, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can get last speech. I promise. Paul Schwager, are you on, Paul? Not sure if he is or not. Well, Paul, speak up if you do appear. Paul is the dean, as I mentioned. So what I'm going to do now, just in the interest of time, I'm going to go around and talk to the teams so you can tell us a little bit about your company. And then after we do that, we'll go through the mentors that are here. Paul, are you alive? Are you live now? No. Strange. He shows up on my screen, but he can't get through. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and just ask some of the team members that are participating to say a few words. And we're going to start with Holly Hardy of White's Farm.
Hey, thank you. I guess the best goes first here. So guys, if you can't hear me, I do apologize. So guys, we are a farm here in Vanceboro, North Carolina. So we're just right outside of Pitt County. I currently do live in Greenville though. We've been in business since 1986. I have currently been taking over the farm from my dad. So this has been a family accord from day one. So our claim to fame is a pick your own strawberry establishment, but we also wholesale watermelons and cantaloupes, and also greenhouse tomatoes. And also in the midst of the COVID world, we actually did open our homemade ice cream shop in April of this year. And we're really looking to grow that category for our 2021 season. But that's all I got. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I'm going to ask Alicia Atkinson. Hi.
I hope you can hear me. Sorry.
Can you turn it up just a little bit?
How about now?
Can't hear you. There we go.
Okay, great. So I'm Alicia Atkinson. I'm the owner of Alluring Shades. It's an online sunglass boutique catering to men and women and kids, hopefully pretty soon. And I just started in 2018 in hopes to blossom into something more than just sunglasses. I like to do clothing as well. And that's about all.
Thank you. Are you from Greenville, Lisa?
Yes, I
Okay.
am from Greenville, and I just recently moved back here last year.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, I'm going to ask Ashley Nolan now.
Hey, can you hear me?
Ken.
Awesome. Okay, I've never used Zoom before, but I'm Ashley Nolan. I'm from Greenville. I've lived here all my life. I started Copper Ashes in the end of 2018, and I focused mainly on handmade copper jewelry and nature-inspired jewelry, but recently have added tons of different kinds of other products like crystals to the shop, and I mainly sell online through Shopify, so I haven't really looked into any local sales, more or less like everything sells online. And so I'm really excited to be part of this program. I was part of Rise 29 last semester, and that was super helpful. And I'm excited to see where this goes.
Thank you, Ashley. Marcus, how about you?
All right, so I've got me and also Peter Seymour, who is on the call, who's my technical.
Hey, Peter.
All right, so Shift is a B2B SaaS platform that creates modern vehicle service experiences for any repair shop by creating a full digital experience for consumers in the way of pickup and return, online payments, allows the consumer to track the status of their car, but it helps the service facility increase their retention, revenue, and customer service scores while creating a safe contactless experience.
Okay. How many people in your company, and when did you get started?
We started in 2018 on this, and right now, with full-time employees, I think we have 7 full-time employees, and we have over 10 outside developers that we've hired across Ukraine and India and places like that.
Fantastic. Are you venture funded? Have you received outside funding at this point?
During COVID, we decided to raise capital through Zoom, and we're successful in that route. We also are exploring whether we should do a crowdfunding raise or not. We're going through the process of that as well, at the moment. So yes.
Fantastic. Peter, do you have anything you want to add?
Nope, Marcus did a good job.
Okay.
Thanks, Pete.
Okay, I'm going to go to Cameron Higley now.
Hey guys, my name is Cameron. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I run Tailgate Classics. I'm from Greenville. I've been here 23 years now. I'm a recent ECU grad in 2020. So we do 80s and 90s vintage apparel, kind of like this, if you can see that. And recently have started doing small batch manufacturing as well of our own private label brand. We do primarily online sales. We also have a retail store that's under construction here on Evans Street.
Fantastic. How many people do you have working with you at this point?
Currently, I'm the only one that's full-time, but we also have 3 part-time employees as well.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thanks.
Colleen Jones, you're next, girl. Can't hear you.
Okay, can everyone hear me?
Can now.
Okay, awesome. I am Colleen Jones. I recently just rebranded my business I'm in a cosmetic business. I was previously applying makeup applications. I'm a licensed professional makeup artist, but I recently have been able to create my own cosmetic line. It is a cosmetic line for women of color. And so we were able to move into our own building in the middle of COVID. So I'm so excited about that. And the business is continuously growing. Right now, I don't have any full-time employees. I do have an apprentice, well, actually 2, and I am I'm the only full-time employer there. So we are steady moving into a lot of new and exciting things in the beauty industry, even in the midst of COVID. So I'm so excited about that.
Thank you very much. I'm going to go to William Pressler.
Hey guys, I'm really excited to be a part of this project and this program. I'm a proud ECU graduate. I own a company called Lighthouse Visuals. We started in 2017. We're going into our 3rd full year. We photograph real estate, and we've got some other stuff we're working on, but This year so far, we photographed 3,000 properties and counting. We cover 26 counties in the state of North Carolina, and we employ ECU pilots, and we've got 14 W-2 employees and a number of contractors as well.
Fantastic. William, why don't you tell the folks a little bit about your drone business, which I found interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the day. So we photograph houses, and photographing houses from the air is a big selling point because you're able to photograph the house from the bird's eye view, so you can actually see the lay of the land. And it helps people know what proximity is near. Like, for instance, I can actually see the scoreboard of the ECU football stadium from my house right now. And you wouldn't know that from the ground level, but from a drone shot, you could actually tell that.
I never thought about that as a sales asset, but I guess it is. Oh, perfect. Thank you, William. Appreciate it. I'm going to go to Ann Jones.
Hi, I'm Ann Jones, General Manager at AccuLink. We started several years ago in the commercial print business and still going strong there. We specialize in e-commerce fulfillment for major players in photo gifts for the country. And we're looking to expand into business to consumer opportunities. And that's where the interest comes for how we make that leap.
Fantastic. How many employees do you have in your operation, Ann?
We have about 45 people in the operation that are full-time, and then we employ quite a few contractors or temporary workforce operators.
Are you also in the packaging business? When you talk about e-commerce fulfillment, are you also doing packaging?
We do. We make it and ship it. So we're
okay.
Once we get the order, we send it out to the customer.
Fantastic. All right, let me go to Taylor Walden.
Hey guys, my name is Taylor Walden. I'm the owner of Simple and Sentimental. We're an online, purely online. We don't do any local sales right now outside of selling wholesale. But we have an online gift boutique where we sell gift boxes, usually for special occasions like weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, new babies, things like that. We have an Etsy shop, and we have a website hosted through Shopify. We're currently trying to transition away from Etsy and just to our own website. Right now we have about 13 employees, and we're operating out of Winterville, North Carolina.
Yeah, so also Taylor, how many employees did you say you had? I missed that. I'm sorry.
We have 13.
Okay, fantastic. Taylor is also a designer as well as an entrepreneur. So now I'm going to go to Darby George.
Hey, everybody. My name's Darby. My wife and I opened Makerspace of Greenville back in December of 2019. We are a membership-based woodworking and metalworking shop. So basically, if you have an idea, you can come in, you can build. We have various other tools. We have a laser cutter engraver. We have vinyl cutters, heat presses. So we're building up our 3D print room right now. We have one small 3D printer. But one of the things we try to do is provide our services as on-demand prototyping, a place that you can do that. But generally just coming in, building what you want, and being creative.
Darby, you're one of the only people in the region that has a CNC machine. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, we have a CNC router. It's open sourced software, so our members can download that for free. They can do their designs at home, come in, minimize the time it takes to actually do their projects.
Thank you very much. Okay,
you.
so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start talking to some of the mentors. And I'm going to start with Pam Marone because I know she has to go. Can you just introduce yourself, Pam?
Yes. Hi, I'm Pam Marone. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm located in Davis, California. Over 30 years, have started 3 companies. We develop natural products for controlling pests as alternative to toxic chemical pesticides. And after 14 and a half years with my last company, Marone Bioinnovations, I stepped down as CEO. And now I am advising 6 companies across healthcare, nutraceuticals, artificial intelligence, ag tech, and ag bio, and 5 of which were founded by women. I'm also executive chairperson of a twin of new companies that are matching biological products to the marketplace for farmers.
Okay, thank you. Pam is has her PhD from NC State.
I do.
And all 3 of her companies, I believe, were public companies that she started. So quite a track record. Thank you, Pam, for being with us. And I know you have to run.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, go to Tom Newell now.
Hi, everyone. So I sort of had 2 stages in my career. I was a lawyer for 13 years. I say I'm a reformed lawyer. But
That's
then
how I met Tom.
yeah. Then I fell in love with a concept called assisted living. The founder, Paul Clausen of Sunrise Senior Living, which some of you may know of, was a client. I just love the concept. So for the last 25 years, I've been involved in that industry, helped to take Sunrise public. Right now, I'm exec chairman of a company in the United Kingdom that does something similar. And on the side, I've done some angel investing through the University of Virginia. And I love helping entrepreneurs, figure out their passion and how to make it pay. I live in McLean, Virginia, near DC.
And Tom is a hell of a basketball player as well, I have to say.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it was the same with me, right? Thanks, Tom. Mark Medowick.
Hey everyone, how you doing? So I know a lot of the folks here from ECU. I was at ECU for about a year, helping out with entrepreneurship and new ventures and innovation there. But after that, I set up East Carolina Angels. If you're familiar with some of the other angel investor networks in the state, there's one at Duke, there's one at NC State and UNC as well. So we're the 4th. We started last year. We're going to celebrate our 1st year, September 1st. We've made 4 investments so far for a total of about $1 million. In a couple of weeks, we'll close on another that will double our investment to $2 million. We've looked at about 125 different businesses across the board. And I'm looking forward to seeing what this is all about and how I can lend a hand to help as much as I can.
Thank you. Mark is he's very bashful. He also started a fund in Colorado and has worked with Techstars, which many of you know is one of the top accelerators. So Mark's going to get a lot of our time and attention, just like the rest of them. Okay, thanks, Mark. Ben Knight. Hi, Ben.
I'm Ben Knight. I am an artist, a painter, and an entrepreneur. And I started 3 restaurants now, Chef and the Farmer in Kinston, what was the Boiler Room, and then in Wilmington, Benny's Big Time Pizzeria. And I was a part of my wife's PBS show called A Chef's Life, and really like to help hone and foster ideas. I'm an idea person that has a little bit of operations experience, which I enjoy, and really excited to learn about these businesses and see how I might be of help.
Another good basketball player there from Chicago. Okay. All right, I'm going to go to Grant Godwin.
Yeah, thank you, Dennis, and pleased to be a part of this group. From an entrepreneurial standpoint, I, over the years, have been involved in several small business operations, one of which was Sanrio Surprises. We had 2 shops in Crabtree Mall and North Hills Mall in Raleigh. We had a printed T-shirt logo operation for a good while. The initial Ticketron outlet in Central North Carolina, and a couple of other similar kinds of businesses that we did over the years. Was pretty well. I was doing those on the side because I spent my career with in corporate. The last 20 years there was with Martin Marietta Composites, based here in Raleigh. And we did a broad range of advanced material products that we sold internationally.
Yeah, Grant's a great guy. He's also the chairman of the North Carolina Rural Center, which many of you have heard of. And both Ben and I are fortunate enough to serve on the board with Grant. So I really appreciate Grant's involvement here. I'm going to go to Andy Galiski. Some of you may remember Andy from last fall.
I'm thrilled to see so many names from last fall when I was adopted into the ECU family. It was interesting. I helped with the Pirate Challenge literally a week after starting up my own firm after working in big company R&D for 32 years. So what I do is I help companies shift their offerings, whether it's through innovation or through M&A, to try to stay ahead of and on top of changing consumer needs. So I'm a product person at the core, chemist by academic training, and have become kind of a businessy R&D kind of person over the years. And I'm finding that COVID is actually helping my business because so many consumer needs are changing so dramatically across the landscape that whether it's PE firms or smaller companies that need help from scaled experience are benefiting from being able to get advice on either innovation or how to pursue and do diligence on M&A. By background, I have worked at 4 consumer packaged goods companies, Clorox, Gillette, Georgia Pacific, and most recently SC Johnson. And when I was at Clorox, I worked quite a bit with Burt's Bees and Durham. So that's my strongest claim to North Carolina roots.
Right. Thank you, Andy. Andy was the architect of the deal for Burt's Bees from Clorox, a $1 billion transaction. And we're very happy to have you involved, Andy. Thank you very much.
Happy to be here.
I'm going to go to, if he's connecting to audio, so I'm going to connect us to Tom Wall. Let's see if I can make that happen. He's still connecting, so we'll come back to him. Paul Schwager, would you like to say a couple of words? I keep going to Paul, and I'm not having much luck. It doesn't look like. Okay. All right. Tom, are you there? Hi, Tom. All right. Well, I don't know what's happening with Tom Wall. Tom, if he comes on board, will come online. He most recently ran the venture capital operation and other lending operations for the North Carolina Rural Center after a long career at Nortel and I believe at Cisco. So he's particularly knowledgeable on venture capital, has worked exclusively with North Carolina venture capital opportunities. So hopefully he'll come online. Paul, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hey, Paul.
Hey, sorry about that. Zoom's being a little bit of a pain this afternoon, but that's okay, right? We're in a virtual world.
Yeah.
Paul Schwager, I'm the Dean of the College of Business here at ECU. I know quite a few of the people online, and it's a pleasure to be able to listen in and to think about the future that this program is going to have. I can hear already growth starting with people, and so I think it's really cool that y'all are looking to grow as individuals, grow as entrepreneurs, but I also think it's really cool that you're going to grow in the East. One of the things I didn't like when I first came here to ECU in 2003 was that we were concentrating on trying to bring big companies to Greenville. But the reality is we've got a lot of talent here that we can develop our own. And so I'm excited about projects like this because it really is developing it here in the East, which is a special place. So thank you everyone for taking the time to invest in this and investing in each other. I look forward to watching it take place and under Dennis's leadership and the cool things that will come about in the future. Thanks for including me.
You're welcome. Thank you, Paul, very much.
So Dennis, it's Mike again.
Hi, Mike.
A quick comment, if I may. For all of the participants, it is amazing the amount of talent we have among the mentors. I've seen many programs at the university and in the East in the past few years. And the mentor list for this program is A+. It is a who's who, and congratulations on the partnerships, because anyone in this program you'll have many opportunities to learn from seasoned pros who have a lot of success, who probably made a few mistakes along the way. And I'm sure they'll say learn from our mistakes, but the amount of success and the amount of the collaboration is just very impressive. So my compliments for your hard work.
Oh, thank you, Michael. So are there any questions from anybody, mentors or participants or staff at this point? Happy to answer any burning questions anyone might have. Okay. Anybody? Okay. Then what's going to happen from here on in? Please be sure to log into the Slack channel that we've created and let me know if you have a problem with that. We don't want to use email. We don't want to chase a bunch of documents. So we're going to try to use Slack for our communication and for our file storage and access. And also, since the mentors are really busy and scattered around the country, it's going to take close coordination to arrange for connecting with mentors. So another good reason to be on Slack. We will be using this Zoom as the primary tool. We're going to have basically a class every day, 1 to 2 o'clock online. Everyone here is welcome to sign in as they would like. We have, it will be a dynamic schedule, I warn you. I just found out that the CEO of Etsy is agreed to talk to this group. And I can't remember the date, but pretty soon, like September 14th. We have Andy Galinsky is going to give a talk on CPG and what's going on with new CPG brands. So there'll be a lot of things going on. So I encourage you to go to the acceleraterural.org website, which will also be on Slack, and take a close look at that calendar, and you'll see what's scheduled, at least as far as class goes. Now, the expectation is that when you're not live on the Zoom, that you will be working on your business, and particularly on your website. And what I wanted to announce on that, many of you are familiar with Shopify and you use the tool. We have been lucky enough to get as a mentor the CEO of the #1 Shopify partner, which is called Webinopoly out of Houston. They have 50,000 customers that use Shopify worldwide. And Mo Farhat's their CEO, and he's going to do a deep dive on Shopify, how to use it, what tools to use, what's currently working, what isn't. And I know, Robin, I'll come back to you. I missed Robin Me. We're very excited about that. That will be coming up pretty soon in the next couple of weeks, where he'll really dig in, and he's got a team of 50 developers. He's an expert on both mobile and web. So I think that's going to help a lot of us ramp up our growth using that tool. And with that, I am going to welcome Robin Me, who was not visible on my screen. I apologize, Robin.
Yeah, nice to meet you all. I'm Robin Me. I'm a founder and president of an executive search firm called Me Derby and Company. And we've been in business 31 years. We specialize and are the leading firm nationally for companies that want to hire leaders, so presidents down to vice presidents in the staffing industry. So we are specialists in the staffing industry. We work with companies from startups to the largest staffing companies in the world, and we help those staffing companies hire their executives. I've got a team of 10. Again, we work nationally. And about a third of our clients are private equity companies, either companies that are owned by private equity or the private equity firms themselves. I'm doing a CEO search for a private equity owned staffing company right now. So this is the first time I've been involved with an entrepreneurial group, although I do a lot of mentoring both with my team and in my industry. And I expect I'm going to learn as much from you all as hopefully I'll be able to contribute. So thank you, Dennis, for including me. Looking forward to it.
Well, thank you. Robin is one of my oldest friends. We've known each other since freshman year of college. Even though we grew up probably 2 miles apart, we didn't meet until college. And Robin has been an entrepreneur for 31 years. And she's one of the things that she's done is her firm has been virtual for 20 years. Is that right?
We've been virtual. So out of the 31 years, we've been virtual for 10. So, you know,
Okay.
we were remote before March 15th or whatever the magic date was this year. And so, you know, have a lot of experience in hiring and managing remote workforce.
Yeah, and I believe Robin is one of the first female CEOs in her field, and she's learned a lot, and she's a great teacher and a great person. So we're very happy to have her here. So with that, I guess that's all I have. If anyone else, if Brady Hillhouse, who's my number 2 guy, if he has anything to say, or Marco, anyone from the immediate team, please speak up if you do. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it, and pay attention to your email and get on that Slack channel.
Yeah,
Thank you
this
all
is
very
Brady.
much.
Yeah,
Hey,
glad
Brady,
to have
go
you guys
ahead,
out
Brady.
here. If you guys need help with anything, just reach out to me on Slack. I'll probably be the go-to person to contact. But other than that, it's nice to meet you all, and I'm sure we'll be working closely.
Brady is a really special. He's still an undergraduate, but he's been through Harvard's online incubator, and he's been through Techstars this summer. So he actually has quite a bit of experience. He even started and sold his company before he came to college. So he's really something special and a great resource for everybody here. If you can't reach me, or I don't answer my phone because I don't have cell signal in Pink Hill, Brady's your guy, and he is the Slack man. He is the master of Slack. So please don't hesitate to reach out to him. And anybody, you have my contact information. Please feel free to reach out to me. That's all I got. Thank you all.
Thanks so much.
Take care.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.